Alright everyone, Supreme Kami here. So I do want to bring a new topic that I have not really covered, but it's more or less like an important thing that you guys should be aware of. So what I want to discuss today is going to be this tiny box down very below. You guys gonna see that it is called the frame upgrade. So throughout my videos, it is something that I have brought up occasionally, just talking about this here, but I have never fully discussed into like its full extent of like why this is a very important kind of feature that you guys should be aware of. So in terms of the frame upgrade, so you guys can see there are actually 4 different lines over here. So you guys can see a activation effects, a completed collections, expert points, expert, and then bonus expert point, etc. So in terms of basically what that 15% means, in the simplest form is that 50% actually is able to further boost whatever gears we are talking about. So if you guys are looking at the torso gear, I guess that's pretty much the easiest to explain. You guys can see that it is giving out you like just look at this, so it's giving you like a flat 1000 armor increase, right? But if you do take a look at what is applied, you're actually getting 1150. So why, how is that happening? Because of this little percentage here. So you guys can see that if I do equip the 5-star version of the torso gear, instead of only getting a flat 2500, I'm actually getting a 2875. So that is all in the works of having that frame upgrade to 15%, the activation effects. So so since you guys are pretty much aware of like how important it is, especially if you're talking about using the change gear, oh yeah, this is gonna be playing into a big factor because right now it is only giving you a 40%, right? So if you take 40% times another 15%, so you're basically taking 1.4 times it by 1.115, so you're getting up to a 46% frame or the shot increase, yeah, the change shot gear increase. So it's pretty much a must-have in terms of like it's pretty much gonna further boost whatever stat you guys are looking at. So this one almost is giving out a 50% based on whatever shot defense I might have on my suit. So that pretty much continues throughout, let's say, the other gears. This one especially, I think this is going to be very important, the job gear, because I have people that ask me like, oh, how am I able to get my limit break out like once the battle start? So you guys know that in terms of the 4-star version of the job gear, it's giving out a first job gauge charge up to a 90% already. So that's not nearly enough to get up to like the full charge immediately. But if you do that 15% increase right there, guess what we have? We are up to 104%, but technicality is only maxed out at 100. So that's why when I do start the match, for example, you can literally just activate your limit break and call it a day. So so that's why the frame upgrade is a very important thing that you guys should be focusing on. It's not going to be something that you can kind of get done overnight. Obviously it's going to take a lot of, you know, parts completion. That's why I always tell you guys, please make sure you complete a full set, because that is going to help you guys through that bonus or that frame upgrade. So in terms of this one, it's not going to proctor at the moment, but this one is giving out like these over here, these get that 15% increase as well. So these are gonna do a little bit more than what they are intended to do. So gonna be a very powerful effect. So you guys pretty much get the overall idea. So let's do actually talk about it does talk about the effects requirement. So that is pretty much going to be 2 items that I'll be talking about that will allow you guys to kind of get these gear effects into going. So first things first, we have a item called the EP or the experience point. So this is definitely something that you guys may not be fully aware of. Like you guys may see it but are not pretty sure what they're doing. So every time when you complete a match or play a match, for example, they from time to time they drop something called the EP points over here. So this basically is going to be one of the requirements for you in order to get these gear effects up to 15%. So in total they want you to get up to a 30,000. So that's going to be one requirement. The next one is going to be completed collection. So in terms of the completed collection, that is definitely going to be much tougher, because if you guys are like a new player starting out right now, it's pretty much going to be impossible to like automatically just complete up to 230 collection. Even right now, I only have up to a 394 collection. So it just tells you that it is gonna take a absurd amount of time just to complete those collection. So that's why right now during the anniversary we are getting up to a 3,000 parts. Like they're giving us 3,000 or 300 of those tickets. 270 is gonna be your standard part pools, and then 300 or 30 of them are gonna be the premium ticketing. So that's why definitely don't complain about those summoning, because they are like, you can potentially not rainbow too much still count, but you can basically try to complete a full set unit and complete your collection and then get these done. So that's pretty much the gist of things. But if you're talking about some parts or some unit that you can outright buy, here are gonna be some few of those units that you can automatically buy right out the gate. So we are gonna hop right over to the shop right there, go to your blueprint, and then you can buy out all the 1-star unit. So you have gun tank, gun cannon, gym commander, space type, gym custom, Saku 2, Saku mine layer, Dom Trooper, which version? I don't know what version is that. Now you have Golf, Galagu Cannon. So basically, you can buy out all these over here, and that is pretty much gonna give you a collection each. So I don't know how many we have in here. So let me actually do a head count. So we got 1, 2. So let me see. I'm just gonna discount that one real quick. So right at the bat, you have 8 up top. And then you have now what is it, 17, and then now you have 26, and then down a little bit below you have 35, and then you have 37. So that right here, like if you complete the whole board right here, you're literally gonna be able to get up to a 37, if my map is right there, 37 collection. So that is going to be a little bit closer to completing that first level of completing 50 collection. So that's that. Some other easy, quote unquote easy to do is actually going to be your 2-star parts. So yeah, but those are not going to be something that you can outright buy, so I'm not going to say they're easy. You do have to summon for them in a sense. So yeah, but other than that, there's not much way to really buy it. The other places I can actually buy a unit, that would be your permanent, and then that is going to be under your arena coin. So you can actually do pick up 2 unit. So in that sense, you are up to a 39 collection if you are starting new. So those are going to be some method that you can actually get them. So yeah, that's why it is very important to actually get those unit completed, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people really pay attention to like the like completed collections and etc. And then the other place, oh, forgot to mention, obviously, the most important place, the multi-mission coin exchange. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's going to be another 4 collection, just for anyone out there that has not completed them. And then last but not least, we obviously do have the just the regular welfare unit, this one over here. So yep, so those are going to be some places that are applicable in terms of farming up, like you can literally farm up. And now let's talk about how to farm up your experience points. So that is going to be something that you can kind of work alongside as well, so you don't necessarily have to like outright farm them ASAP, because at the end of the day you do have to kind of correspond to your actual collection. So you might have, let's say, 30,000 experience point collected on the dot, but your collection is only like 100 and 120, so you still won't be able to max things out. So I'm gonna be doing 4 F10s for you guys over here. So let me clear my energy bar real quick. So wait, no, hold up. So we're gonna do 2 things over here. So first things first, I am gonna load in, because in terms of getting the massively getting your experience points is actually via having all your squad having like the highest level T of your build. So an experience that I want to do for you guys is like, what if my build is not top notch, right? What if I only have parts that are like that, one level 90, some are like level 6, and level 25. So I do want to give you guys a good experience. So I'm going to be doing a full bar, just one 236 energy. So if I do all the skipping, I want to see this one compared to the highest difficulty. Are there going to be any differences? And then I'm going to run it back once again with a full build going on. So I'll have 3 of my suit fully decked out and see what kind of difference we can expect. So gonna be doing a total of 47 in terms of doing the normal difficulty. So this one is only using 5 energy per run, so that's why I can do up to a 7 or 47 times. So I don't know if we're actually gonna be getting any experience points. I don't know. Let's see. We did. So yeah, so that pretty much tells you that your build has to be kind of quote unquote top notch. So that is only the normal difficulty. So I do want to check out, let's say, the what you may call it, the EX stage a bit. So maybe the EX stage might give you a little bit more. So that is gonna be a good indication of like, all right, do you guys want to do it solely on the normal or the extreme right there? So gonna be doing the same build. Only gonna be using consuming 1 energy bar, and then we can just test it out. So I think doing it on the EX stage is definitely the best practice in my opinion. Just because it gives you, oh no, that is false. Let me correct that. So we still didn't get more or less. So this time around I am gonna test it out with fully decked out the self LR1 and LR2. So I'm still gonna be using the event boosting part, but I'm going to fully deck this out and see if we can expect anything else. I have filled up all my squad over here with some good parts over here. So in terms of this build, we do have some pretty good, you know, some part are level 99, so that's definitely gonna help. In terms of this build, this one is pretty much the same thing. I do have some part that are level 99, but in terms of, let's say, the combat power may not be the highest, that may not be the highest, etc. And then last but not least, this is gonna be the event boosting part. So I didn't really top that out with like the highest part, but in comparison to our initial testing, I do want to see, you know, loading up to the normal stage versus the extreme stage. Are we gonna see any differences? If so, let's say the normal has more, give you more bonus point, for example, or the expert point, definitely do go that route. So let me do actually completely empty out this bar first, and then we're gonna do like a whole refresh, right? We want to completely test out one full bar. How much are we gonna get? So we got 17 right there out of 5 skipping, right? So let me do this real quick one more time. So this is going to be a fully maxed out energy bar right there, and let's see how much we can get. So 47 once again. So we are, you know, doing the same exact amount. So we got 203, so that's quite a good amount. So from what we tested out from the beginning, I didn't have anything on my build compared to now. Some are definitely pretty decked out. Got some good level 99 parts and etc. So that's pretty good. So up next, let's try it out on the EX stage and just kind of see are we getting any more. But just want to remind you once again, this is gonna be a very slow process over here. It's not meant to be complete. It's not meant to be speed run like this, right? Me doing this right now is just for the kind of like just the testing it, and so you guys are fully aware of like what's going on. But normally speaking, you guys can just kind of play, you know, slowly, and then it will capture it real quick. So just want to reiterate once again, this is not meant to be speed run. You are going to be accumulating these expert points gradually. So what do we get? Only 142. Wow, is that a surprise? Definitely a surprise, right? Wow, let me try this once again. So just want to make sure that we did not have any discrepancy. So only 140, really? That's actually low. Okay, yeah, 144. So that does means if you do clear more mission, I think I'm assuming you get more. Okay, but still doesn't make sense. I don't know, but the test right here that shows you that the normal mode does actually grant you more. But I will warn you, in terms of doing this over here, you get more of the actual event coins by completing the EX stage. So I definitely recommend doing in that regards. But if you do want to like do a speed run, this is definitely the way, but not gonna be the appropriate and not the most accurate to do it, because you're just not gonna be getting enough of the, let's say, the weekly events or the bi-weekly event points and all that. But that is pretty much what I do want to cover with you guys. So just simply a quick guide onto how to get your frame upgrade up, because that is definitely a topic that I have not discussed before, and I feel like it's pretty much crucial in terms of having your build top notch. Because as you guys are seeing, I'm getting that 50%, and all my gears are having a higher percentage rate than, let's say, some other people that may not have that 15% activation effects. But that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of this guy right here, and then I'll be catching you all on the next one.